And today we have Joe, and he's actually one of the members of Night Shift Studios, as well as he works with Randy at ICCW. And you have a few books here. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the books you're currently working on right now?
Sure. Like I said, we're going to be changing from Night Shift Entertainment to Night Shift Studios, so we can be under ICCW Comics. So we have a couple books here. We got Assassin's Guild, which is our main book. This is what started Night Shift. Obviously, an Assassin's story. This is the first story arc, the 0 issue, all the way through 4, which we got in a trade paperback down there at the end of the table. So that's a trade paperback. So you can buy the single issues or buy the whole trade. And then we also have Night Shift Showcase, which we will be changing that, obviously, with the change to Night Shift Studios, but it's an anthology series, so you can have a 10-page story and you can submit it to us, and if it's good, you know, which we don't really reject anything, you know, we'll publish it. And if you got an idea maybe, you know, you're not sure of, that's a good way of showing it to people, see if they like it. And over here is my own book called Cry, which is under Night Shift, and it's a vampire like detective story that we got published under Night Shift Entertainment, which will be ICCW Comics from now on.
Okay, perfect. Any other plans you have as far as other books?
Any other plans we have for other books?
Could you tell me about the Bounty Hunter book?
Oh yes, sorry, yeah, I have, I can get the artwork out for that. We have a Bounty Hunter idea, we call him Max Elliott. He's a paranormal bounty hunter. So he hunts down like anything you can think of, like vampires, wolves, trolls, ogres. Me and Randy are working on that now. We actually came up with the idea during, here's some of the pages for it. We actually came up with the idea at the last SuperCon last year. And we're starting to work on the pages of that now. And that'll probably be published in the first issue of the new Night Shift Showcase with the K drop the knee, just Night Shift as Ed.
Now, of all the books that you have, because you definitely have like a lot of work on properties that you're working on, what's your favorite?
My favorite definitely is, you know, Cry, obviously, you know, I'm kind of, you know, partial to that. I'm really loving the Max Elliott thing because it's something different. I'm kind of trying a different style, and then I get to work with Randy again, like directly, which honestly I haven't worked with him directly on a book for a while because we've been so bogged down with doing the business part of it. So I've been working on my book, he's been working on the business part. So now we finally can work on something together. And we actually, on this con, we came up with another idea. So when we're together, we come up with all these crazy ideas, and then that's where stuff is really born.
I totally agree with that. You know, the brainstorming, the feedback, because a lot of times when you have an idea, it's good to you, but then somebody else can look at it and say, hey, you know what, maybe we can improve on it. So it's always
and that's
good.
what happens. Like with the Max Elliott, I had the idea of a bounty hunter, and then he came up with the idea of like, well, why don't we make him like a paranormal bounty hunter? We just started throwing out ideas. That's exactly how it worked.
You know, like one of the techniques I've started to use too, because you know I'm into marketing as well. When it comes to like running ideas by, I have a camera, I record everything.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised how ideas come when you're doing it, because I always have like ideas for these shows that I do.
Yeah.
So I'll just go speak to someone like yourself and I'll just say, hey, let's just go brainstorm, and you just record it and then you go back over it. You'd be surprised.
When you're surrounded by your peers like us, you get so inspired.
Yeah.
It pushes you to do more. If you're just alone at home, I mean, you can go so far, but then you kind of get lazy, you know, life gets in the way. But when you're at one of these shows and you see all this stuff around you, that's when you really get inspired. They push you because you want to do better than they do.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
I'll definitely look forward to seeing some of your work coming to fruition, especially the Bounty Hunter, as well as what you guys are currently working on as far as distribution. So
it's all in the works right now. So
congratulations. I look forward to hearing back from you guys.
Thanks a lot.
Take care.